So what does the word yoga mean? The word yoga means union. And when you think of union, you want to think of two entities, right? So there's one entity which is going to make union with the other entity. And when we think of entities, this actually simply just one entity. But because there is space, I'll talk a little bit about space. This is my body. That's your body, your body, your body. We have different bodies, so we think we're different. I'm different from you or you or you or you because your body, my body is different. So there's space between your body and my body. But what is inside of the body is only energy. So when you think of the word energy, energy is what is making up my physical body. Energy is what is making up my mind. And energy is what is my soul. Now the soul is something that we cannot experience tangibly. We experience the physical body very tangibly because it's the gross part of our existence. When I use the word gross, it means it's kind of the more tangible part of our existence. It's the more apparent part of our existence. So body is very tangible. So when we think of our practice of yoga, our physical body is dictating 90% of our consciousness. When I use the word consciousness, is that we are aware of everything, we're experiencing everything. Yesterday I talked about Shiva a little bit. Shiva and consciousness are synonymous terms. When you think of consciousness, consciousness is Shiva. Now, there are three parts of our existence. I'm going to talk a little bit about that and how that three parts of our existence relate to the yoga practice. The first I talked about is the body. The second is the mind. And the third is the most important part of our existence is the soul, the Atma. If I want to explore my soul or my yoga practice, I want to explore my Atma, which is the spirit or the soul, I have to get past my physical body and I have to get past the mind. That is the bulk of the yoga practice. So once again, to be able to explore my soul, to understand my soul, I have to get past my physical body and I have to get beyond my mind. That is the bulk of the yoga practice. Now, when you think of the word yoga literally translates as union. So there's union between two entities that I talked about earlier. What are these two things, these two entities? The first is my soul. In Sanskrit, we call that Atma. I have a soul, and this soul, I have to connect my soul to something which is bigger than me. What is bigger than me? The universal soul. When you think of the universal soul, people just use the word universe. What is the universe? Universe contains everything. Our solar system, our galaxy, it's all part of the entire universe. And the universe, as far as I understand, is infinite. Infinite means it does not have a beginning and it does not have an end. But we are limited because we are finite. Because we have a body which is born and we have a body which is going to die. There's a finite part of our existence. Birth and death. 90 years, maybe 100 years, maybe 110 years. But there's a finite part of our existence. So because The body occupies 90% of our consciousness. We pay a lot of attention to our body. When I say pay a lot of attention, the body needs food. We have thousands of varieties of food, nourishment. Now we're taking vitamins and mineral pills, over-the-counter pills. We're taking calcium pills. We're taking all kinds of pills so we can keep our body healthy. Mind is distressed, body is distressed. We have to cover ourselves so we don't inhale the toxins. Body is getting sick. Today in the world, people are sick. There's not only physical illness, but there's also a lot of mental illness. And in yoga practice, we look at it from the opposite direction. The body gets sick because the mind is sick, because the mind is ill. If the mind is healthy, then the body is going to be healthy. That's the yoga practice. And yoga is the tool that we have, the most powerful tool to keep our minds and to keep our bodies completely healthy, so we can prepare ourselves for the absolute state of our practice, which is samadhi, which I won't talk about today, but that's the absolute state of our yoga practice, is reaching a place of transcendental existence, is making union with the universal soul, which is Paramatma. So Jivatma is my individual soul and Paramatma is my universal soul. It's all my soul. It's not different. The universal soul and me are not different. It's just the mind that creates the difference. We are always one and the same. The universe and me are the same. The universal soul and my individual soul are exactly the same. Just my mind is creating that distinction, the difference. Yoga is the union of the individual soul and the universal soul. So what is yoga? Yoga is the union of individual soul with the universal soul. Jivatma is the individual soul, Paramatma is the universal soul. That is yoga. And there are 5 ways of my yoga practice. Number 1, my prarabdha karma, my samskaras that I'm born with, my genetic code that I'm born with. I have to release those samskaras. Number 2, my choice of diet, my choice of food, physical food, mental food. Number 3, my lifestyle. What time am I eating my dinner? What time am I going to sleep? How much am I working a day? How much time am I spending on my cell phone? How much am I stressing myself out? My lifestyle. Number 4 is my asana and my pranayama practice. Am I practicing asana and pranayama to release the blocked energy, the blocked emotions in my chakras, to balance the energy in Ida and Pingala, so energy can flow in Sushumna and open my chakras, so I can release all the toxic emotions that are stuck inside my chakras. And number 5 is my meditation. These are the 5 aspects of my yoga practice that I understand, absorb, and I practice, so I can release myself from the suffering of the body and the mind, so I'm ready to experience my soul. If I cannot relieve myself from the suffering of the body and the mind, my body has to be peaceful, my mind has to be healthy and peaceful, then I'm ready to experience my soul through my meditation. There's only one way you can experience your soul, only one way, and that is through your meditation. And once you experience your soul, then you're ready to make the union of that light which is inside of my heart chakra, the pure light. The sun is the light which is in the manifested solar system. That same light is inside of my heart chakra. So when I leave my body in samadhi, this light from here goes and joins the infinite light of the universe. But I have to first find that light inside of myself. And I only can find my soul, that light. This light is the soul. The soul and the light are synonymous terms. Once I find that light inside of myself, then I can join this light with the light which is in the universe. That joining of that light, that union of that light is called yoga.